book Joy Prescriptions by Real Housewife of Dallas most accredited castmate, Dr. Tiffany Moon. I love a good or bad celebrity read, and I especially adore Real Housewives that decide to make some money by taking on the written word. When it comes to these women, most of the time I don't expect them to actually be the writers of their books. They're probably employing a ghostwriter. And as a busy doctor, I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't helped along in the process. I give her a little bit more grace because as a doctor, it comes off more as just well meaning life advice when it comes to maintaining healthy relationships with yourself, your family, and that work life balance. It really helps that she is able to frame these type of life lessons with her own personal stories and examples as to maybe why she's saying take more time for yourself. And the subtitle really sums it all up because it is about how she learned to stop chasing perfection and embrace connection. Cheesy little catchphrases aside, you can tell that from her life, she is a hard worker and overachiever. If you're looking for the typical Real Housewife memoir or story, there is going to be tidbits from her time on the show, but it's not really focusing on those scenarios so much as how she came to the United States, how she came to be a doctor at such a young age. For me, this was a fun read, of course, and is going to be one that I want to keep because she was my favorite housewife on that franchise. Don't get me wrong, there's certainly a lot of fluff when it comes to this book, and like most excellent housewives and personalities on TikTok, she certainly manages to plug her side hustles. But overall, Joy Prescriptions was a quick, fast read and had me missing the franchise. If you don't know, The Real Housewives of Dallas is on one of those hiatuses, breaks, or it might just be outright canceled. And that was because a lot of the women on there were problematic. But I really appreciate how, even though this book is very light, fluffy, self helpy, she still acknowledges the racism that she experienced from the show, from her youth, and how she is in a place where she can push back and call out those ignorant comments or actions. So, what about y'all? Are there any Real Housewife franchises or housewives that are no longer on the show that you would like to see pop back up again and grace our screens? If so, make sure you leave them in the comments below.